coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet a wildly successful mompreneur. Hayley Hoover is in the studio. She's the CEO and founder of Winnie Lu. Her incredible journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I love mompreneurs because if you think about it, not only are they often heading a household and taking care of the little ones, but they're an entrepreneur by night and weekends, and they're creating something very, very special. And that describes my next guest. Hayley Hoover is in the studio. She's the CEO and founder of Winnie Lu. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And let's talk about that for a second, because you have a lot on your plate.
Yes.
And you're running a wildly successful business. So tell me about your stress level.
Depends on the day of the week, but I kind of thrive on chaos.
Yeah.
And so, right now in the season of life that I'm in, it can be a lot of stress. But honestly, having something to pour some energy into, such as a business, really just helps me keep my identity as Hayley and not just the mom or the wife or homekeeper.
Yes. And you have 2 kids and 2 dogs.
Yes.
Do I have this right?
2 kids, 2 dogs, 2 businesses, and thankfully 1 husband.
Well, very good. Very good. All right, we're going to pull up your website, and I want you to describe what you have created.
Yes, so I started Winnie Lu. It is a luxury home essentials brand that is designed to take all of those essential products that you use in every day with your baby and be beautiful, easy to use, easy to maintain. But then once that baby season is over, you can still find purpose for it in your home. So kind of helping hold on to those memories of early childhood that can be so quickly to fade away with our sleepy brains.
Yes. Well, okay, we have one of your premier products in front of us. So describe what we're looking at.
Yes, so this is the debut product for Winnie Lu. This is the Eris drying rack. It is made with a food-grade silicone base that can be put in the dishwasher, clean very easily. This gold-plated stainless steel rack. Gold has a already antimicrobial element to it naturally. And then it's glass-like. It's actually plastic so that it'll be durable, but all components of this create the Eris drying rack. And it holds up to 10 to 12 baby bottles, plus all of the breast pump parts, which is something that all of the other racks are missing on the market. But then once you move out of that baby stage, you can put all of your sippy cups and the lids and accessories, then lunchbox organizers, water bottles, tumblers. And then the best thing is that it holds 10 to 12 wine glasses plus a decanter.
Oh, I love that.
So everything is easy to maintain. It looks beautiful on your countertop, but you can use it for all seasons of motherhood.
Yes. Okay, we're going to pull up your products page, and as we scroll on the products page, when you created this, there was nothing like this on the market?
Correct. So I have been very fortunate. I was a nanny for 11 years through high school and college, and then have my own 2 children. And I have used just about every bottle rack there is on the market. And so I started to think, there's got to be something better than this. The ones that are out there right now tend to mold and get plastic mildew on them, and they're hard to clean, and they don't hold all of the things that they need to hold in a full day. And so I just started to think, what would I have loved? What would have been my dream product? And truly, this has been a game changer for so many parents.
Yes. I'm going to have you hold this up.
Yes.
So tell us about this.
So this is the Spristle wand, and there is another component. It has a dual direction sponge, so it's Velcro attached, and you can use it in any direction. So sometimes, it's easier to get into a cup with a rounded edge, but maybe a baking sheet, the square edge. So it's dual direction. And then it pops off and it has a little silicone bristle brush that you can use for the baby bottles. And then that can be sterilized, and you don't have to have a separate cleaning utensil for your dishes and your baby
Really
stuff.
cool. It took a mom to create this, didn't it?
That's what everybody always says, is that this was clearly designed by a mom that has lived the headache and pain of working with another product that just kind of fell a little bit short. So I was a working breastfeeding mom, and I just remember being so tired at the end of the day and battling that bottle drying rack. And I knew I had to do something better for our next generation of moms.
That's really cool. All right, you have been all over the media. I found a great piece on NBC5. Let's just go ahead and put this on the screen. And so this is Texas Today, which is their midday show.
Yes.
And I love this interview. It was like a 6-minute interview. So tell us about this interview and what that process was like for you.
Yeah, I just was trying to find ways that I could be resourceful with my time and my money to help expand knowledge of Winnie and Lu. And I just sent an email to one of the producers on the Texas Today show, and thankfully he responded and felt, he had talked about the product with his wife, who agreed people needed to know about it. And so thankfully they made time for me to join the show, and it was a fun experience.
Oh, it was awesome. I want you to talk about Winnie and Lu. Where'd the name come from?
So Winnie and Lu is actually, my dogs are Winnie and Lula. So my husband and I, we had hoped that we could have a third child. And unfortunately, doctors recommended that was not a wise choice. So we adopted these 2 border collies from a local rescue here in Texas, and their names are Winnie and Lula. And then as I started to, build this idea about the drying rack and thinking about a business and a brand, I just kept looking at my little office mates. And so here we have Winnie and Lu.
I love it. Okay, as you look into your crystal ball, where do you see this company going? Is it a global brand one day?
I would certainly hope so. One of the big pillars of Winnie and Lu is just sustainability. So especially in the baby space, there's a ton of waste. And so designing products that not only look elegant and designed for the parents that are using them, but that also can be held onto so that we're not, having to unnecessarily throw things away that could have more life left in them.
Yes.
I would like to expand that more globally. But right now we are in retail, so you can find us at Nordstrom, Bye Bye Baby, Bed Bath & Beyond, Walmart, and Amazon. But hoping to expand beyond that and become a household name that when, you see that I'm pregnant stick, the first thing you think of is I need to get a Winnie and Lu product.
I love that. Okay, in the final minute or so, why don't you look into the camera on the left and talk to a fellow mompreneur who has this idea, and what words of encouragement would you give to her?
I think that we pour so much into our families and our kids and supporting our spouses' careers, and we forget that we have so much talent inside of us that the world deserves to see and to know. And you can find so much joy in creating something that will leave a legacy for you and for your children. And yes, there are times where it feels like you're creating more work for yourself, but ultimately it will fill your cup. And I think it's something that your kids can be proud of watching their mother do as well.
Wow. Very cool. Thank you so much for sharing your heart and your wisdom with us. We're going to end with the website, which is winnieandlu.com, the great Haley Hoover. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You
Thanks
bet.
for having me.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.